So here we are. It's the day 19 of my 100 day challenge. So getting better here. For those that have seen the private video, um, yes, I am taking steps forward. I had to, and it really helped me. I wanted to tell you thank you for all those advice that you sent me. It really helped. It's really funny, like, when you talk with your friends around you, how people can be afraid of, like, telling you to leave, something, I'm gonna say. It's like they're really afraid to tell you that, and even your close friends, they just won't tell you, and I don't know, I think maybe because themselves, they would be afraid themselves to leave, and probably what lies behind there, it's a sort of security, but what kind of security you have then when you're being like tortured? And so that was still interesting, but it was really bad because I got really down, and I'm feeling better today. And guess why? I met with that other piano teacher tonight. So as I got out of giving that French lesson, I was really early, and so I had some time to like drive all the way to the piano teacher's address and things, and we had a really beautiful sunset and beautiful sky tonight, and so I stopped on the middle of the road, and I watched the sunset, and it was just beautiful, very bright orange, and it inspired me, and I wrote down some lyrics and about that situation I was in, probably still in, but getting out of it finally, and so that was neat. I wrote those words, and I really felt myself, and that all that creativity and spontaneous creativity was there, because before, when I was with bands and things, then you can get used to write only, or compose or create whatever only when they have something ready or whatever. And it's true that in the past couple years I probably haven't been as productive with my lyrics, and I have really focused myself on that as well, and I was really happy to have that spontaneous, oh my god, I'm inspired, I need to write this down, oh my god, and then you start to have like that whole poem. So it was really, and then I went to that teacher's house. So it was probably the most interesting meeting I've had the past, times I met with piano teachers. So my first impressions were really nice. It's more like I was a little off, like I got there in my not that I'm not a delicate person, but I mean, he was giving a lesson to a student, and I get there, like, oh, I'm sorry, having a lesson, knocking on the door, that kind of thing. But I don't know, I was on time, I guess. So I guess it's just my little like rock and roll, attitude a little bit. But anyway, he was very nice. He never, told me shut up or whatever. But I just waited in the living room, until he was done, and then so we met, and he was a very gentle person, and making me feel comfortable, talking about my music, and I think he has a lot of experience with seeing a lot of different type of students and things, which is amazing. And so I had brought, because he asked me to bring some material, and I had brought some CDs and some lyric sheets and like chords and like stuff that I write when I compose. And so the first thing he picked was a song that I wrote here at home, and composed and recorded just like a month ago or something, and I had bounced it on a CD. So he played that, and I was okay. We have to start with this, you know. Okay. And he listened to it, and he listened to the whole thing, and then he's like, how did you put all this together? And he got into his his way of adapting himself to a student, and which was really interesting. And I was like, how, what do you mean how I composed it, you know? He's like, well, did you write it? And I'm like, I wrote it. He's like, you wrote it? He meant, you know, wrote like music sheets. And I know, now you created it. So and it was funny because he has all this type of vocabulary, like style, and I have my own style, but we still like, at first it was like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. But we like explained to each other what we meant, so it was very like even fulfilling, you know, to see. It's not like he was talking a different language, but I think that he's very like a jazz, you know, musician, and but like, and I'm more like, you know, popular music, and very very interesting. And then you know, he had me play some things and sing, you know, and I showed him, you know, I was like, well, look, you know, I'm losing, you know, tempo and stuff, and he told me, well, you're not losing the tempo because you always come back to it. He was like, you have the tempo of it, you're just waving because of the relationship between your vocal melody and what you're playing. So I don't know, I never heard this type of like analyze that he was observing me while I was playing and singing, and then he was trying to understand, I guess he says, what type of musician I am, because it's true there are different types of musician, and it seems that he knows all these different types, and this is awesome. So I wrote down a few things, and he like he asked me, like we were listening, you know, to some samples of some other artists, because we probably, you know, worked on different artists, and then, you know, I would apply that. um, he asked me, can you pick that up, what you hear there? And I said, yeah, if I put my head on it, I'm pretty sure I can, but then I wouldn't know how to put my hands, you know, how to place my hands on the keyboards. And then he said, well, this is actually the easiest part. And I'm like, well, that seems like it's the hardest part. And he was, no, that's the easiest part. So he made me feel that I have a gift. I know I do have a gift, but, you know, I mean, such a professional person is like, well, you know, what you think is hard is the easiest part, and you already have as a gift, you know, what's the hardest thing, which is the ear. And so that, I don't know, that really helped my self-confidence. I needed that. And what else did we talk about? Oh, all kind of things. And of course, what's my biggest influence, that kind of thing. And I really I really liked all this. Is there any other? Yeah, he said, that was his words. He said, we need to find the right methodology that fits what you've done and where you come from musically. And this is exactly what I need. I need a method, because it's not organized. That I know this here, I know this there, you know, about piano theory and practice, but I need to like put it together, because I'm trying to write accompaniments here. But so, and he kept the CDs of those two artists that I really like. One is Halle Brooke, and the other one is Maria Guttenson. She's Danish. But anyway, he kept those because I told him that's really what I like, but yeah, it's really really cool, and so I'm really excited now. And let's see, what else did I write down in my diary already. Yeah, I think that was it for today. I received what I purchased a couple of days ago. I purchased an upgrade of a program that works with my other program on my computer for my music recording, you know, like mini studio. And this is supposed to give me all kind of sounds, and I'm gonna have to look at this and all that. So I will talk to you tomorrow.